Hey guys, it's Tiffany. Today I'm going to talk all about face brushes, all about my favorite ones, all about ones that I think are definite must-haves, and kind of talk about how to use them, some different uses for them, different techniques for using them on your face. Now I already posted an all about eyeshadow brushes video, so definitely check that out. I'll put it as a response to this one so it's easy for you to find, so don't miss that one. If you've seen my first one, this beginning spiel is going to kind of be the same. This is basically just to inform you about, which brushes you should buy, maybe which ones you should save on, how to tell when you should splurge versus when you should save, and just talking about some specific MAC brushes for the face that I really like. Alright, so first I'm going to talk about foundation brushes. My very favorite one to use with liquid foundation would be the 187. Now you can kind of pour your liquid foundation into a dish, or if you're really brave and you're always using a clean brush, you can kind of shake it and just kind of sweep it across the bubble over the top of the foundation, and that is all you need. And then you just kind of swirl it all over the face in like circular motions. And it really provides good coverage using very little product. Another use for this brush is for blush. Another suggestion, I know I mentioned this in my eyes video, but always take advantage of those holiday or special edition sets. This is mine from last year, and it came with a bunch of different face brushes. Very good for the money, especially if you're just starting out. Even if you're not, I mean, it's awesome to get some extra brushes. Makeup artists always need a few extra brushes. So another one that might come to mind when you think of a foundation brush is the 190. This is just a typical foundation brush. I don't like using this for liquid foundation just because I feel like you really have to work with it a lot, and I don't like to do it like that because it leaves streaks, and I just really like to swirl it in. I like to use this for concealer, for any kind of cream concealer, for concealing large areas of maybe like acne scarring or unevenness, and I use it with the Studio Finish Concealer. I just dip it right in. If you're using it on other people, you can get a little bit in a dish and, do that. So this is a great brush. Another brush that you may not think to use with foundation is the 109 for liquid foundation. At the pro store last summer, one of the makeup artists recommended this brush to me for contouring because I hated my contour brush that I was using at the time. And this one is awesome for contouring. It picks up so much color. What I like most about it though is that it's small and dense, and it really buffs out and blends the color well, and you don't have to keep, applying more color. You don't have to keep working with it. It's just a very quick, easy, flawless application with this. It blends really well. And it's small enough to get into those small areas that you want to get when you contour, like the sides of your nose and, like around your hairline and stuff. It's not going to just like leave a huge streak of color. So this is awesome. Now with liquid foundation, you could do it the same exact way as I said to do with the 187 brush, but you have to kind of work with it a little longer because it's a smaller brush, but it really gives a really flawless application. So that's a great two-in-one if you're looking, to stretch your buck a little further. But my very favorite brush for foundation, and I guess I should say for powder foundation, is the MAC 182 Kabuki Brush. This is my favorite MAC brush. It is so soft. This really doesn't compare to any other Kabuki brushes I've tried. It is kind of pricey, but it's a total investment. I use it with my mineralized skin finish every day for foundation, and I absolutely love it. It's amazing. I've washed it a million times. It's still just as soft and perfect as when I bought it. So definitely this would be one that I would recommend. Now when it comes to powder brushes, MAC has some pricey powder brushes. If you're going to get another high-end brand, they're going to be pricey as well because they're larger brushes. Now, this is where my whole splurge versus save theory comes in with brushes. I don't like to spend a lot on something that isn't a brush that is unique or that does something specific. Okay, like for example, the 187. This brush is pretty unique. If you try to buy imitations, they're just never as good. And it's doing something really specific. It's applying blush a certain way. It's, applying foundation. That's something that's kind of a big deal. Where loose powder and finishing powder is concerned, that's not really that big of a deal because all you're doing is just sweeping powder across your face. It's not doing anything. You know, you don't need some kind of specially shaped brush for that. All you need is a big fluffy brush and it does the job. So, rather than spending like $50 on a powder brush from MAC, I use the Essence of Beauty powder brush. This is a great brush. I've had it for 2 years. The bristles are the same as a MAC brush. They're made out of the same material. They're just as soft. This one's actually softer and I've had it longer. It's kept its shape. The only thing is that the ferrule and the handle, I mean, they may not be constructed the best, but it hasn't fallen apart yet. So, you know, I mean, I probably paid under $10 for this brush. It's very soft and it really applies powder really well. So I would say to definitely, you know, save on the powder brushes, maybe purchase a powder brush later, but you can definitely find some great powder brushes that are, you know, really good prices. Check out coastalscents.com, but Essence of Beauty is really, really great. Their brushes are made out of really, really good material. So this is the brush that I just showed. This is the 116 blush brush. I like this for blush, but I never really use it that much for blush. I use it more for highlighting. That's because of its tapered shape. It's also, the ferrule is kind of pinched. This is the ferrule, the metal part that holds the bristles. It's kind of pinched, so you see that it's a little flatter on one side, and it has that point, which is nice because you can dip it straight into your highlighter, whatever you're using, and go straight down your nose. You can get into small areas, but I really like this tapered side because it can get like right on top of your cheekbones. I think this is great for highlighter. MAC is also coming out with a new brush in January with the Brunette Blonde Redhead collection. I mentioned the eye brushes that they're coming out with in the last video. But I'm just so excited because it's going to be a brush that's kind of similar to this, but it's going to be a little longer. I think it's going to be a little springier. This one, because it's shorter, is a little stiffer. So I think it's going to be a little softer. So I can't wait for that one. I'm a total sucker for brushes, so I'm really excited about that one. Let's see. I think the last few I'm going to talk about, this is the MAC 168. I don't have a full-size one of these. I have 2 special edition ones that came in kits or holiday sets. I think it's a good brush for using with those cream color bases like I did in my blush trick video, or cream blushes to apply those. But I don't like it for powder formulas because I feel like, especially like for contouring, this is the brush that I was using for contouring that I didn't like. While it's shaped really nice for contouring and all that, it just doesn't blend really well. So, not my favorite for contouring, but it's awesome for cream-based products. And I guess I'll talk about one more. This is my Bare Essentials Max Coverage Concealer Brush. This is a good brush to use for more specific areas. Like I said, I use this one for applying that Studio Finish concealer all over like large areas. And then I'll go back with this one and get smaller, more precise areas. So I think that's it. Definitely check out my eyes brushes video if you haven't already. And thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.